Coach's Corner, and thanks again to GEUS for hosting us every week and allowing us to come on here and talk about all the great things going on in Greenville ISD. Very special guest, but not a new guest. Here with me today, our Lady Lions Assistant Athletic Director and Head Volleyball Coach, Coach Sickles. Let you introduce yourself to our Lion fans and how long you've been with Greenville, and take it away.
Well, I guess that's a loaded question, really. I've been in Greenville ISD since the 80s. I went to school here, graduated from here, played volleyball here, was taught by Coach Duke here. But this is my 9th year, entering into my 9th year being the head volleyball coach here at Greenville.
And so, you know, just very excited. We have another exciting, another successful season already underway. You know, winning a lot of games, doing really well right off the bat. And so, you know, depending on when the show airs, though, you jump off district with 2 really tough opponents. And so, talk about those. Those are our next 2 upcoming games.
Yes, tomorrow, which will be Friday, September the 9th, is our district opener against McKinney North, which, you know, I expect them to be one of the 2 toughest teams that we play. I think our girls are ready. Like, they know what to expect. They know what they're getting into. They know what they have to do. And, you know, they've been stepping up really the last few games and practices and really just working on those, you know, fine-tuning those things that they know they have to do well. And then we, Tuesday night, we'll have Lovejoy, the, you know, reigning state champions of volleyball. So, but yeah, but they are. But, you know, we're not scared. We're ready to play and excited to actually be on the court with them, really. And we're just going to relax and have fun and go out there and do what we know to do.
We've got our own little volleyball powerhouse going right here at Greenville High School, and so they better be excited to come out here and be on the court with us. And so, you know, we're just going to cut it loose and play. And, you know, sometimes, you know, we've got some really tough opponents on our football schedule as well, but, you know, you just tell the kids, hey, let's see how good we can be, and, you know, let it go. But anyway, that's exciting, and so, you know, good luck as district comes up and all of those things that are going on. And so, what about the team? You know, I know I'll have some of them on here. I've already had a couple, but, you know, just in terms of some of your leaders or newcomers or Indian players you want to highlight?
You know, we have our senior setter back for her 4th year. She's, you know, just an excellent player, smart. You know, she's an excellent leader. So the kids tend to, you know, like fall in, you know, to her. But Sydney Walker, so she's, you know, leading the team again this year, and she's doing really great. We have, you know, our outside hitters are both returning. Our libero is returning. So we've got a lot of returning players. Had a couple of kids move in, Jillian Dracos and Katie Traylor, that have really been helping out tremendously on our front row. But Natalie Gibson's doing an outstanding job. Like, really, I couldn't say enough about all of them right now. They're all pitching in and doing what they're supposed to be doing right now.
Well, and the wins certainly speak towards that. You know, in high school sports, it's interesting. Every year it is a new mix of kids, a new group of kids, and
it is.
You know, from your JV and from your sub-varsity teams moving up, and so, you know, it's always kind of a different challenge each year to get the kids ready. But you know, I know they're off to a great start, and so you know, we're predicting another playoff run, and you know, that's what our goal is here. It's going to be tough. I know it's a really challenging district.
It is.
You know, come out to the games. You know, support us, cheer us on, and you know, we look forward to great things this season. But you know, thanks, Coach Sickles, for stopping by, and
of course,
you know, good luck as we start district, and y'all keep that tradition going.
Yes.
At GEUS, we offer lower average rates than you'll find in the Metroplex. That means you can spend less on utilities and more on living. It means more left in your grocery budget, more money for gas, easier to afford prescriptions, more school supplies, and more family fun. So if you want to pay more for electricity, move to Dallas. If you want to do more living, use GEUS. GEUS, lower average rates than the Metroplex.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm Coach Duke, and here on GEUS TV, and thanks for joining in and listening as I get to interview and talk with some of our great students at Greenville ISD. And I'm here with one right now, one of our leaders on the volleyball team, even though just a sophomore, but a returning starter and a great player. And so, Ashlee, introduce yourself to our Lion fans out there and tell them what position you play, all that kind of stuff.
My name's Ashlee Robinson, and I'm a varsity outside hitter.
Varsity outside hitter. And so, now you're not the tallest outside hitter I've ever seen. So how in the world, how do you get out there and do it? You seem like a little bit like the tallest one.
I can jump really high.
You can jump really high. That's what I'm going for. I'll tell you, y'all better come watch. Her head's up above. So what do y'all have competitions of who can get their head above the net, or is that just, I don't know, that just seems like what I try to,
Yeah, sometimes me and Jillian try to see who can get farther off, up the net.
Well, there you go. See, that's it. And, and seriously though, great player, and I've been watching you play for several years now. And so, congratulations, the season. I know it's off to a great start right now. And so, how do you feel? I know district's about to start. Just kind of with where the team is, do you think we're ready to go, or we're still kind of working on things, or how do you feel?
I think that this season's going to come with a lot of challenges, but I believe that the girls that are on my team, I believe that we have the strength to overcome those challenges that we're going to face.
It is too, and a lot of that comes from jumping and hitting the ball. I know that, and so y'all come out to the games and look for it. I don't mind. We'll get the floors fixed, refinished. Y'all just bang away on those gym floors, and we'll take care of them. But no, anyway, excited to watch y'all play, and again, a really good district competition. I look forward to a lot of great games coming up. But so, outside of being an outside hitter and banging those balls in volleyball, what else do you do? What else are you involved in with school or anything else?
Well, school, I'm in early college.
Early college, that's a great program, right? Y'all tell our fans just a little bit about that kind of program. I know it's a great program.
It's a 4-year program where I'm able to get my associate's degree in engineering by the time I graduate high school.
No such thing as that when I was in school. No, I didn't. I just graduated. I don't know. They just said, look, now you go to college. That was a different time. No, it's a great program up here. Shout out to early college and a lot of our students that are involved in all of our extracurricular activities are, not just athletes. They're really good students, and so here's another example of that. And speaking of, what about your favorite class or favorite teacher or?
My favorite teacher is Mr. Evans, who teaches Avid.
Oh, okay, and that's a really good class. You learn a lot of really good skills in there, and a lot of great things that are going to help you in college, I guess, as you kind of continue that. And I know you're sophomore year, right? So you've got a ways to go though, but you're already talking about with engineering in early college. So do you have any kind of plans yet for college, or is it still a little too early?
I know that I want to go to college.
Absolutely, good.
And my hopes are to be an anesthesiologist.
There you go. I'm going to see you now, and I've had a couple of our athletes and people on the show, and talking about those things, and so that's something we take a lot of pride in here as our kids, and not just athletes, great students, good kids, and so all right. So when you're not playing volleyball and doing all these things, being a great student, if we found Ashlee out somewhere, hanging out or eating in Greenville, what's going to be the hangout spot? Where can the people see you?
I would say at Chili's.
Chili's right there. It's a great place right there. Good location right there around, a lot of places to eat around there. Chili's been here for a long time. And so, what else? Any other hangout spots or favorite locations or fun things to do in Greenville, just we can give a shout out? Anything else? No.
Oh, no, well, sand is really fun. Sand is really fun.
Okay, now see, and that's fun. I know a lot of the kids go up to our sports park. Shout out to City of Greenville, and that's our sand volleyball. A lot of those jumping skills probably were developed over there in the sand. And so, hey, y'all come out and see our Lady Lions, cheer us on. Looking forward to a great season. And so I try to end up with, are you a high fiver or a fist bumper?
High five.
High five. If you see Ashlee out at Chili's, in the sand volleyball court, or just jumping high anywhere, you give her a high five. Hey, Lion fans, welcome back to Coach's Corner, and another great student that I get to come and talk with today and share a little bit with y'all from our tennis program. Maggie, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself to our Lion fans and tell them what sport you play and ready to go.
Okay, I'm Maggie Hicks and I play tennis.
All right, but now, okay, so now we're ball tennis right now, correct? And so
Yes.
now, are you singles, are you doubles? I mean, we got mixed doubles and a lot of stuff. So what all, just what are you doing right now?
For the fall, I'm playing mixed doubles and singles.
Oh, well, then that must mean you're pretty dang good right there.
Yeah.
So I'm good, I'm good. So who are you playing mixed doubles with? Give a shout out to your partner.
Isaac.
Okay, Isaac, good, and no, y'all are a good little team right there. So, well, before we go on, how about family members? Who do you want to give a shout out that's going to be watching and?
Honestly, my whole family, because they're really supportive and they always encourage me to do the best I can.
Isn't that awesome? I mean, there you go, A+ kid right there. What I love about this show, and I get to meet so many kids that are great athletes, that are great students, and just dang good kids all the way around. It's what we love about Greenville. And so, tennis, now how long? Let's talk about that. I know that's something that a lot of y'all have been playing, for a good part of your life. How long have you been playing, and when did you pick that up?
I can't remember exactly when I picked it up, but I was pretty young and I kind of did it off and on, but this is my 3rd year playing in a row.
Okay, and so you started a little bit early and now have been playing, I guess, where did you play at the middle school?
No, I was actually
Okay.
homeschooled, so I didn't
Okay,
play
but then
tennis,
you've been playing, started playing at home, and now are continuing. Welcome to, we're glad you're here with our program, and so, all right, so in the spring when you go to more individual, do you play multiple things, or are you just singles or doubles, or how does that work?
I like to play just doubles and
Okay.
usually just play whichever one and stick to it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be playing doubles with someone.
All right, so then, are you the net person, or do you play back, or do y'all mix it up, or how does that go?
We do both, but I really like playing at the net.
Oh, there you go. That's when you get to, smash, I guess.
Yeah.
Or they can smash them right at you, so you better, quick reflexes and all
Yeah.
that. So how's your serve? How's your serve game? First serve, second serve? How's it going right now?
I've got a pretty solid first serve.
Oh, there you go. Good. So, all right. Other than tennis, what other kind of things are you involved with? School, community, anything else?
Well, my church does a lot of community service, so I like to help with that.
Good. What church?
Cross Point Fellowship.
Shout out Cross Point Fellowship. Good, very good. And so I know you're right, always doing things, always kind of involved with the community. And what about academically, favorite teacher, class, that kind of thing?
Well, it's kind of hard to pick a favorite teacher in class because I like
Good
so
for you.
many of them.
That's a smart answer right there. So, but if you just had to, I won't tell the others.
I really like ASL. It's really fun.
American Sign Language, right? Yeah, very good. I'll shout out to Coach for knowing that right there. So I can't sign, but I know what the letters are. Your teacher?
Miss Freeman.
Okay, good. It's a great class. I know a lot of our students take that as their foreign language or type class. So yeah, that's great. Okay, well, what about in the community? So if you're going to go out and maybe you want to go out to eat, or y'all just going to hang out somewhere, where's the spot that we might see, man?
I like Starbucks.
Starbucks, so do
Yeah.
so do my kids. They love Starbucks right there. I'm kind of just a coffee guy all the time, and
Yeah.
I don't know, Starbucks must be famous for coffee, so you'd think I'd be, but no, shout out to Starbucks. We love it here. It must be great. There's a line all the time, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, good. All right, well, last thing then, high fiver or a fist bump?
Well, I have this one ongoing joke with my friend. Every time she goes in for a fist bump, I high five her.
Okay, well then we're going to see how this turns out. If you know how the show goes, this will be fun. If you see Maggie out in the community, Starbucks, out there doing community service, on the tennis courts, you give her a fist bump or a high five, and we'll see how it goes. Hey, welcome back to Coach's Corner, and man, am I excited right now. Another great student at GHS and an outstanding member of our Lion Pride Band. If you watch the show or you know me, I'm the football coach and all that, but man, Friday Night Lights is such an entire community event. And we have so many students involved in so many different groups, and it seems like the whole town comes out to watch us. And so, man, Blake, introduce yourself to our Lion fans. Tell them what you do, not just in the band, but what everything you do. There you go.
Well, so I'm Blake Rutherford. I'm the president of bands here at the high school. And I'm also involved in things like student council, NHS, play soccer. I'm on varsity for this year, and that's pretty much it. With being president, it's interesting, because being a president of a large organization in our school.
Yeah, it's a lot of kids.
It's a lot of kids, and it's a lot of. I'm not gonna say it's a lot of responsibility or anything, but it takes a lot to make sure that everyone's having fun, having a good time, that kind of thing.
No, it is. In band it is kind of a fun thing, and there's a lot of camaraderie and all of that, and that has to come from the leadership. And so
Yes, sir.
we're calling Blake right now the captain of fun for Lion Pride Band, and that's what we're going to go with right now. So, what about instrument now? What all have you played, and how long have you been playing, and all of that?
So the instrument I've learned since, or I've been playing since 6th grade is euphonium.
Shout out to 6th grade band.
Yeah, it's 6th grade band.
Absolutely.
Yep. This year it's going to be taught by Mr. Coy.
Okay.
So I started playing with euphonium, and I still play that. Euphonium is like a small tuba. Most people don't really know what that is. It's
I do. I was just going to.
Right. Yes, sir.
No, that's really cool.
Yeah. So it's just a low brass instrument, and then for marching season we play baritones, which is the marching version of it. It's like a really large trumpet, essentially. And then, as years go by, you start to be able to pick up other things, such as like being able to play trumpet or trombone for jazz band, play piano whenever, things like that.
That's great. When you're musically talented, then I guess that was. I like to wish I was musically talented. I like music, but I'm really kind of just a lot more bob in my head kind of guy.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But that being said, at the games, I'm telling you, it's such. It gets the crowd going. It gets the people going.
Right. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? But I do. I love it. It's. A lot of times I've got my headphones on and all that. But man, when I feel it and all that, it's such an exciting part of the game. So. And I also, because my office is right here, guess what I get to listen to every morning?
Every morning you get to hear us practice. That's what it is.
Yes, I do. Y'all are out there. I think it's dark when y'all start.
Most of the time.
It is, and y'all have been going. I know since before school started. How long have y'all been out there?
We started, I think 4 weeks before school started. We've been going.
And it is, and it's.
Yeah, especially.
It is. It's not just all fun and Friday Night Lights.
Right.
It's
No,
really
sir.
not.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. And so, let's talk about that. So, and I started, I guess, last week, talked to, a couple of members. And so, where are we as far as, kind of the show development and all of that? How do you think it's going, and where are we?
So, being a senior now, I've seen a lot of shows been prepared and performed and things like that. And this year, I think, it's definitely a rebuilding year because we lost a whole bunch of seniors over the years, and so right now we're kind of building from the ground up. We're starting the foundation, and right now this year we're emphasizing and getting people acclimated to be leaders, like being able to start with your own things, but help your section, help your people to help them have like a group success. Right now, I think we're doing well. We're making good progress. We actually just finished learning movement 2 for the most part. I don't believe we're performing it for this week, but we're learning it.
Now that's a tease right there. Now we got something to look forward to.
So music sounds good. We're just, with freshmen, sophomores, just making sure that everyone's like getting into things, making sure that they like playing the music, make sure that they're practicing because, practice, we'll try to make it perfect, but,
But it is, it's a real team thing, and as a coach or a director, you can't sound good out there, one person playing a great instrument.
Right, yeah, believe me, I try.
They hear everybody, and so it is, but, again, I hear y'all, and I hear y'all practicing every morning. I know all the work that y'all put in, and so, all right, so then let's go into academically a little bit. So we're senior,
Senior, yes,
What
sir.
about college plans? You made anything
College.
definite?
I actually haven't. I'm a little
No rush. I mean,
laid back.
Your senior year, Blake. I mean,
But
anyway,
I do know, like I know a few things that I'd like to get into. I've always been interested in psychology. I try and be that person. That's why it's one of the reasons why I took on being the band president, because I like talking to the kids, having there be a really personable or intentional experience for each of the kids. And so psychology, mentorship, things like that I've always been interested in. And I'm also,
psychoanalyzing me right now.
oh no sir, just the way, the way you're having your hands is okay. No, it's all good.
I know you're
Yeah.
checking. I mean,
No, we're
it
good.
is. So whatever's going on here, Blake, I've got my eye on it. So what about like out in the community? Like, what's a great place that you'd like to hang out or go eat or something like that? You can see Blake out.
So one of the main things I like to do, so I'm really involved in my church, and one of the actually family fellowship.
Family fellowship.
So
great.
Right,
church.
that's around near the Audie Murphy Museum. So we have an outreach program. It's a building called the Attic. So what we do there is we help kids in the community. So we're just like, hey, come and have fun. We have pool, basketball, gaga ball, video games, things like that. Just a good, safe environment for kids in the community to have fun. And something.
That's still Wednesday nights?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Okay,
Wednesday
good.
nights
Yeah,
at
no, that's
6
a great
o'clock.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And we'll have a quick service because kids get bored in class, so we can't expect them to have an after-school mind for that either. So
Attention span, like
right, exactly. So we just we'll have a quick message for them, get them have a good mindset or a good maybe moral to the story after every night that we have.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, man, what about a favorite restaurant or a favorite something like that? Anything? Well, I like to give just shout outs to our local places.
Cracker Barrel is one of my favorite places to eat, to be honest.
Cracker Barrel is great. I
yeah.
mean, breakfast anytime.
Anytime.
Beat that
Anytime.
right there. And
Yeah.
so, man, Blake, involved in a lot of things, man.
Yes, sir.
And,
Yes, sir.
and a great kid, and a great student, and
Well,
a great band leader.
I try.
Man, thanks for coming by.
Yes, sir.
Well, all right, but before we kind of wrap up, though, all right, so we have marching season going
Yes, sir.
on. I know that we kind of talked about that. Now, what about in the fall? What all competitions are you with then, or different groups?
Well, so going through football season, we're certainly working on marching and things like that. UIL will be happening just towards the end of football season and afterwards. And so after we come back from the winter break, actually in the spring, we'll be doing concert things. So we'll be playing with our concert horns, playing more not pep rally type music. We'll be playing very classical music, like we will be playing a march, but that's just like a style. We'll be playing a real smooth, melodic type of music. A lot of different. We're working on technique and still musical playing versus having good marching form outside.
Absolutely, that's the sight reading. I know.
Right, yeah, sight reading
They
is
talk
hard.
about that, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, that's hard. That's really,
Yeah.
there's a lot of pressure.
Yes, sir.
You get the music right there, but man, again, I'm very fortunate. I get to listen to y'all every day, and I've been doing it for a long time. And so, last thing, man, if you are you a high fiver or a fist bump?
I like high fives. High fives are good.
High fives
Yes,
out
sir.
there too. Man, if y'all see Blake out in the community anywhere, great young man, y'all give him a high five.
Yes, sir.
Imagine the impact a little spare change can make to a family in need. If we all pitch in a few dimes, quarters, and pennies each month to the GEUS Roundup program, together we can help people in our community. Make a difference. GEUS Roundup program. Sign up now at GEUS.org.
All right, here we are back on Coach's Corner and GEUS TV. Thanks for joining in as we get to talk about some of our great kids and great programs here at Greenville High School. And one of the most storied, most tradition-rich programs in the whole school is definitely our Flaming Flashes. And I've got two of them with us today. And so I'm going to let y'all introduce yourselves and tell your role with the Flashes to our Lion family.
I'm Zoie Nichols. I'm a senior Flash this year.
And I'm Estela Silverio. I'm Colonel this year.
And how about that? And so and I know as a Flash dad and as a former Colonel dad, what a big deal it is. But I mean, just talk about that. What a special, we're the oldest drill team in the nation and all that. But just what a kind of a special thing it is to be the Colonel. Just kind of talk about that.
Well, it's to me it was like all, because going in, trying out, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go in, officer, that's all I really want. And then for them to hit me with, no, you're the captain this year, it was a lot to take in, but it's like a really proud moment for me and my family.
Well, you're right. I mean, it really is, because it's such a, for all time, and you'll probably run into it. I know that, you'll see people in the community, and I was a Flash and back, and that's what we love about Greenville, that we have so much tradition here, and so Zoe, what about you too? So, the tryouts, was all that, is that a real nerve-wracking? I mean, how is that?
It for sure is nerve-wracking, but once you go out that night and see your name on the sign, it's just, I was so happy. So it's been really good.
It is. I mean, and it's such an exciting thing because, I mean, we're the one and only. I mean, and so everybody, and seriously, as the athletic director, as we're talking about games and setting up games, a lot of the drill team directors, they always talk about the Flaming Flashes, the ones that are coming in, and so it's such a great organization and program that we have. And so, well, let's just talk about it then right now. As far as the show and the dances, how are those coming together? Do we have a lot of different ones, or what all do we have going on? I'll let y'all both kind of talk about that.
Well, there's a lot of different things. You have added a lot of turns, leaps this year, so it's like a lot of like good technique, different technique, and like, just overall like changing the type of style.
Yeah, it's been going really great. Been practicing every morning, and yeah.
Yes, you have. I know, as a dad. I mean, y'all are up here. We wouldn't have a football team if I told them they had to come in and start at 6 a.m. I don't know what we would do. I mean, that's a lot of dedication.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is that y'all do. I know I'm here early dropping one off, but I mean, it's just, it's an honor to be a part of, and I know as a parent there's a lot of pride, and so I know, let's give a shout out to some family members. I know they're proud of y'all, and I know they're going to be watching, so let y'all kind of give a shout out.
I want to give a shout out to my mom, my dad, and the Marino family.
I want to give a shout out to my mom and my dad and my 2 brothers.
I was about to see, I didn't know how long you were going to go. There'd be a lot of Greenville people you were related to, so I thought this segment might go on a little bit, though. Before we get on to that, though, do you know specifically who was the greatest 5th grade basketball coach in Greenville, Texas? With the YMCA basketball team? I don't know. Yeah, it was us. It was definitely our team right there. Yeah, you almost left me hanging right there. So, but I'm telling you right now. So, but when that's kind of how long I've known y'all. Our kids are here, and I feel like I've watched y'all grow up and all that. So, really proud of y'all. And so, all right, 2 seniors. I know it's kind of early, but what about any college plans right now?
Well, after high school, I plan to keep going at dance just a little bit,
Good.
And then from there, studying nutrition and dietetics.
All right.
I plan on, because I'm currently in the cosmetology program.
Oh, shout out. Well, that's a good program, absolutely.
Yeah, I plan on doing something in that field for sure.
Good. Shout out to your brothers. Shop downtown.
Yeah, the Iron Shop.
Absolutely, because I know he's watching right now. And so, great, if you want to get your pump on, come see him, all that. Because I believe, were you working down there?
Yes.
You working? Look there. So, Flaming Flash is part of that, working in a, what about, let's say, let's go favorite teacher or favorite class, so we can give them a little recognition.
Well, he's no longer here, but my favorite teacher was, I kind of don't really remember his name, but we had a nickname for him, so I don't think it's really appropriate.
But anyway, that's a silent shout out right there, we'll call that. So, okay. So.
For sure, Miss A. Zamber.
Oh my goodness, for sure, absolutely. Great teacher, and what a great job she does right here. And so, okay, what about now, it's not just football season. I know that's what I like about it, because, man, it's the show, it's y'all, it's the band, it's the cheer, it's everybody. But, let's talk about, your grand finale coming up in the spring. If you put any thought into that, just kind of talk about what goes on after football season.
So, after football season, we do have a thing that's called Floor Show, and it hasn't been decided yet on what the theme is, but we always like make sure to prepare for that.
Well, that's a secret. If I find out, though, I might be persuaded to let that out, though. But yeah, that's a great thing, and so, and of course, y'all have been a part of it before, but now as the seniors, you know,
the
and it
last
really
one.
hadn't set in though. But does it feel a little different? You know, now you're kind of passing the torch on. Does it feel a little different right now?
Yeah, I'm like mixed emotions about it for sure.
It is, you know, I mean, of course, I guess as it gets a little closer, it will, you know, it will kind of start to feel that way a little bit more though, but, all right, so talked about all those, you know, your extracurriculars and your favorite classes and those, but what about a hangout spot or where you like to go or eat or whatever?
Well, Greenville's not really light, you know, so
Yes, we are right there, so
in between.
Yeah.
I usually just go to Walmart.
Walmart, I mean, like I said, that's
Yeah.
that's a hangout spot, I get it, I mean, and you can get the little pretzel things up there, shout out to Walmart right
I
there.
would say that too.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that may be a first. We got a lot of shout outs on here, but, you know, so if you're hanging out at Walmart and you run into some of our current Flaming Flash and our Flaming Flash colonel and officers, last thing, are you a high fiver or a fist bumper?
A high fiver.
High fiver?
Fist bumper.
Oh, a high fiver and a fist bumper. I don't know if I've tried to do two at the same time, but I'm pretty good at this. If you see these young ladies out in town, they're great representatives, great leaders of our Flaming Flashes and at Greenville High School. You give them a fist bump or a high five. Hey, welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm Coach Duke, and here with another part that I really enjoy every Friday night, that all of our different groups and all of our different students get involved in the game and putting on a show. And the one group that you can always count on to be right there, getting the crowd going, is our cheerleaders. And so here's another great senior member of our support groups. And so introduce yourself to our Lion fans and tell them what you do.
Yeah, I'm Lizzie Cavett, and like you said, I'm a senior cheerleader. And
All right, and so Lizzie, how long have you been cheerleading? You been doing it for a long time, or?
I've been doing it since my freshman year here.
Okay, freshman year, and so what about as a peewee? Did you do that? You know, I know there are a lot of them. I see all our cheerleaders out there at the youth football, or nah, not too much.
Well, so I moved here in 8th grade, and
Okay.
so at my old school I did like the tiny kid
Yeah.
cheerleading thing, but yeah.
So a long-time cheerleader, like I know that a lot of y'all are, and all the work that y'all put in, you don't just show up and do all that. I mean, y'all are, you know, you start in the summer and do all that, but, so what do you like about the cheerleading? I know there's there's a lot of it, and you get to kind of get the crowd going, but, you know, what are some other things that you kind of just really enjoy about being out there?
Well, I joined cheer specifically because when I moved to Greenville, I really loved it, and I really wanted to find different ways to almost give back to the school. And I was like, well, I want to show my school spirit. I want to be a cheerleader. So I tried out, and I was very surprised I made it actually my freshman year. But that's my favorite part, is just being able to show. Touch the mic. I love Greenville, and people.
Absolutely, man. I do too. And this is what I love about Greenville, is we have so many great kids that are members of all of our organizations and doing all these great things. And so, what about other than cheer? What other kind of things, either school-wise, community-wise? What other things are you involved in?
Well, I'm the student council treasurer, and I am the senior class co-president. I'm in NHS. PALS, just got back from PALS training today.
Oh yeah, it's a great organization. And kind of, what do y'all do? Shout out to PALS, and our PALS sponsor is?
Kylie Austin.
Yes, Miss Austin, great job. I know she does so much, but talk about the PALS. You know, you kind of get to give back a little bit, like you talked about already.
So this is my second year in PALS, and I wanted to be in PALS because I love volunteering with kids. So last year we went to a couple different elementary schools, including LP Waters too. And then I would have anywhere from like 1 to 5 kids each time, depending on who all was there. And we would play games with them, we would talk to them. And I was able to help a kindergartner actually learn how to write her name. And that was like the most rewarding thing.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Like I say, I told y'all we got some great kids here doing amazing things. And so, all right, well, as a senior, what about your future plans? I know we got a ways to go. We're not trying to kick y'all out just yet, but what kind of plans do you have?
Well, I either want to go to A&M or UT, which is kind kind of fun because they're both rivals.
Yeah, there you go. But both big schools, both great universities, sure.
And I want to major in biology and hopefully go to medical school. So.
All right, well, there you go. See, another great involved student, involved in extracurriculars and a good student and giving back to her school and doing all those great things. And so, let's talk about maybe one of your favorite teachers. Let's give a shout out to a favorite class or teacher.
Definitely Miss Alinsky.
Oh man, what a great teacher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, like math has always been pretty good to me, and because I like it because there's always a simple, definite answer, but the way she teaches is really great too. And I'm her aide, so that's fun.
There, so and I've heard that a lot about her. And so, another great teacher doing good things at Greenville with our kids. And so, what about family members? Anybody watching that you want to give a shout out to?
My mom.
Yeah.
Hey.
Mom. Yeah. Hey, hello. Good. And she's going to be watching. She's going to love that right
definitely.
there. So, okay. Well, what about outside of school? So if you're not cheering or giving back or working with all these different groups, what about just hanging out? Where do you like to go or go eat or that kind of thing?
Well, I'm hanging out a lot of the times. I'm at church because I play the piano at my church.
Which church?
Wesley United Methodist.
Wesley United Methodist, yeah, shout out right there, great church, great youth group right there that they've always had going, yeah.
And then for eating somewhere, probably like McDonald's because they're always open and
There you go, they're always open and hey, that's it, you just keep it simple, you know what you're gonna get, you go through McDonald's and we're about to open a second McDonald's in Greenville, how about that? That'll be exciting, a little shout out right there. I don't know if that'll help the traffic in front of Walmart, but that's a different story right there. So, all right, well, thanks for coming by the show. I know I get to hear y'all at the games and the pep rallies and all the great things that y'all are doing. And so, I appreciate y'all getting the crowd going and keep bringing us some good luck. And we rode that to a win last week, and so y'all keep doing it, and we're going to keep playing. And so, if you're, I like to end up with, are you a high fiver or a fist bumper?
kind of a finger gun person.
Oh, we're gonna finger gun then. If you see Lizzie out at Walmart or, at McDonald's, or we had a shout out to Walmart's earlier, so that's out. But McDonald's or anywhere out in Greenville, working with the church group, giving back with pals, or on the track, cheering on the Lions to a victory, give her finger gun right there. Awesome. Another great kid.
Sign up to participate in GEUS's Roundup program and help people in our community in need. If your bill is $105.48, GEUS will round up to the nearest dollar, making your overall bill $106 even. Individual customers donate between 1 cent and 99 cents per month. When we all give, it turns small change each month into a big community impact. The average customer would just give $6 per year, never more than $11.88 per year. GEUS Roundup program can make the difference in the lives around you. Sign up now.
Hey, welcome to Coach's Corner, and another great young man that's one of our leaders in cross country and in a lot of things at Greenville High School. And so, Thomas, introduce yourself to our Lion fans, kind of tell them what you do and a little bit about you.
I am Thomas Slater. I run cross country. I am on varsity. I try to be a leader as much as I can.
Sure.
And whatever I can do to help my teammates out, I do that. And so, Dad works at the high school. Shout out to... Yeah, he's the ROTC instructor, AZ1.
AZ1.
So I owe a lot of what I do to him. He teaches me leadership and discipline.
Yeah, and so that's coming pretty natural right there. I'll tell you that for sure right there. But man, I've known y'all for a long time. And so talk about some other things other than cross country. What other things are you involved with?
I am involved with the track team. I'm kind of a mid-distance runner. I kind of like to work out every now and then. I don't really come here and work out. I'm more Planet Fitness type.
Shout out Planet Fitness, man. So, absolutely.
But just trying to be myself while at the same time getting people to know me as I truly am, not just like this is what I heard he was.
get to know Thomas was, get to know Thomas then a little bit, man. And so, other than running, and I've seen you running on the mile relay, I think, and the 800. So, long distance and running kind of the 400, all those kind of things. And so that's pretty multi-talented athleticism right there. It really is to do all those different things. What else? What about like favorite teachers or classes or something like that?
Favorite teacher? I'd say Mr. Shiflett, my art teacher.
Oh yes, shout out. Great teacher, great artist, right? All that, yeah, that's fun.
Art is really my class where I can relax. It's the first period, so I can go in there kind of tired and still be okay, but that's my relaxing one. And that just lets me relax, calm myself down, do some little drawing or spray painting or stuff like that.
And I've seen all the things that our art students do and that, that they display, and a great job that he does with that program. And so, well, what else? What about future plans, okay? And I know, seniors are not trying to get rid of you yet, but, it's getting about that time. Where are you leaning, or what are your thoughts right now?
So right now, my plan A is really, right now I've applied through National Guard, and they have a program where I can get into basically college for quote unquote free, where they pay for it. I just have to make up the room and board cost. But pretty much I just apply through them, they pay for college. And I get paid to go to college.
Yeah, use your military. Of course, I know your dad's military background and those kind of things. What else? So you got plan A, so then I know you must have some B and C. And
so I want to go through the medical field. Yeah. And plan A is to be a physician. My plan B is if that goes south, then I want to do some type of physical therapy. And if for some reason that doesn't work, then I'm going to fall back on the guard and do maybe an engineering or a mechanical job.
And so, that's a pretty good plan. And you don't have to know right now. That's the fun thing. You still got your whole senior year, and you still got a lot of time though. But man, it seems like any one of those plans is going to be successful. And what I know about you, and when I've watched you over the years, I know that you're gonna give it your all, whatever you're doing, and be good at it. And so, all right. Well, what about then favorite places in Greenville? If you're going out somewhere, going to go out and eat or whatever, where do you like to go?
I like to go to Bottle Cap Alley.
Shout out to Bottle Cap. It's a great place. Good food right there. Nice little environment. Sports screens up and all that kind of stuff. And so, anywhere else, any kind of
an attachment place for me is really the sports park.
We got a shout out to the sand volleyball courts earlier. So great place. All the teenagers.
I like to go in the parking lot and sometimes ride a skateboard. If not, I invite some friends over. We hang out for a little bit, and then that's really our meeting spot.
Great place to hang out, good place. Thanks City of Greenville for having some good places for our kids to go and meet up and hang out and skateboard and run and do all those things. And so, all right, Thomas, well, are you a high fiver or a fist bumper?
I'm both.
Oh, both. Well, we're going to try to do both right now, man. If y'all see Thomas, another great young man at Greenville High School, at the sports park, at Bottle Cap, out there running somewhere, give him a fist bump or a high five. He likes both. And welcome back to Coach's Corner here, and thanks to GEUS for hosting us and allowing us to talk about all the great things going on at Greenville ISD. And I'm here with one of the big reasons that we got a big win in our home opener. Jonathan, introduce yourself to our Lion fans. Tell them, what your grade, position you play, all that good stuff.
My name is Jonathan Sampson. I play linebacker for varsity.
And I had a great game the other night, a big part of our win, and we'll get into that a little bit though. But Jonathan, congratulations! You're this week's Penny Perkins State Farm Defensive Player of the Week, and you had a great game, a lot of tackles, big plays all over the field for us, and so kind of what was that like? Going through the game, and it was back and forth for a little while.
Right. Well, especially for the first varsity game, going up, and it was a home opener.
Yeah.
So I know we all defense had to put on, and
no, we did. And we'll edit some of this. So if anything is bad, because he's magic. So, but no, yeah, our first. So, are you ready? And so just keep it rolling. So, yeah, I mean, our first home opener, I mean, a big win for us at home. And so we got a big challenge coming up, going to Chapel Hill, a really good team. But then, we have our district games coming up after that. And so we played some tough opponents to get ready for district. Getting some players back, we've had several, and so, how do you feel kind of going into this week and as we get ready to start district?
Yeah, for sure. I've been watching a lot of film on Chapel Hill, and I'm feeling really good about especially getting Richard Medina back, our D tackle.
Good. Shout out to Richard. Get Richard back up front.
It would be helpful, yeah.
And several players, man. We got through our win last week, missing several starters, especially a lot of our linemen. We had a big night rushing the ball, and we had some stops defensively. Highlighted the game. I know that you had a fumble recovery. Kind of talk about that.
Yeah, that was a good experience, especially when the ball was fumbled. I picked it up, and I thought I was flying, going out 18 yards down the field.
They did. It was a big recovery, but I mean, it was a big stop right there. They were kind of moving the ball a little bit, and so anytime the defense gets a turnover, it leads to big plays for our offense. We saw how explosive, that they were the other night, and so defense is going to keep doing our things. And so, all right. Other than football, what else? What other things are you involved with? What other things you got going on?
Besides football, I'm looking forward to powerlifting.
Powerlifting
and track.
Powerlifting. Shout out to Coach Sellers. And track.
Track.
Okay. And are you working, doing anything? What else is going on?
Yes, that's not school. I'm working down at Atwoods.
Hey, okay, look there. So there we go. Another great local place right there. Thanks for hiring some of our high school kids. They need the money, believe me. And so, but all right. So how about let's talk about maybe your favorite teacher or what favorite class. Let's give somebody some recognition out there.
For sure, Algebra 2, Coach Bowers. That's always a fun class to go to in the mornings.
Good, right there, Algebra 2, right? And one of our football coaches. So yeah, Coach Bowers, thanks for being a great teacher and a great coach for our kids. So if you're, like I say, if you're going to go hang out or you want to just be, hanging out in Greenville with your friends or doing something, where's y'all's favorite place?
A good place to go to after practice, me and a bunch of boys go to, is Smoothie King, right down the road.
All right, Smoothie King, right? Get a little smoothie or whatever. Shake. Go hang out for a little bit, just a junior right now. Got a lot of school still left and a lot of football still left to play. But man, right now off to a great start, and keep doing what you're doing. It came from a lot of work this summer. Is what we remind everybody. We don't just show up and play. There's a lot of practice, a lot of work that goes on to get in this position. But man, another great young man at our school, great football player and a great kid. And so, you a high fiver or a fist bumper?
High fiver.
Definitely a high fiver. I'm a high fiver. I'm a little bit of both though. And if y'all see Jonathan out at Smoothie King or tackling somebody or doing all great things that he's doing right now for Greenville High School, y'all give him a high five. And so, congratulations, Andrew Morris, our Penny Perkins State Farm Offensive Player of the Week, and glad that we can share this award with you and bring you on the show. But give a shout out. You got family and friends watching.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to some people.
I just want to give a shout out to my old line, the first, especially he didn't know anything.
He was our brand new at center right there, and stepped in.
Pretty much everything we needed to do, he executed perfect. I got shout out my parents and James and Chris. Those are my boys.
That's our boys right there, and all part of our family, man. And O-linemen are generally, such a close-knit group and such a, man, y'all are a brotherhood up there, and it's hard work. And not a lot of headlines. Everybody sees Micah's touchdowns and all the yards and all that for the offensive players, but watch them try to do it with no offensive linemen, you know what I mean? And so big props to y'all and having to suck it up and missing some starters. But anyway, we're getting ready to get some of them back and get started in the district. And so, how do you feel kind of where we are right now? We're moving in the right direction or some work to do? How do you feel?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a little bit of work, especially with the discipline and stuff.
some penalties and some of those things, we can't give away plays. And so, we're gonna work on, man, just, being focused on all the little things, things we can control. And so, I worry about the Greenville Lions, and I don't have to worry about anybody else. When we're right, we're pretty dang good. And so, yes, sir, that's right. And so, all right, well, Drew, how about, other than football, what other kind of things you involved in with school or community or what else?
Well, I work at the Greenville Sports League, so I rep for Little League,
Hey,
all around football.
shout out to our Greenville Sports Youth sports program. So
FFA too.
all right, with our
Club, yeah.
ag, chess, all around. And so another thing I love about Greenville, man, our kids are involved in sports. They're good students, they're good kids, refereeing youth sports. And so, man, a lot of things going on. All right, so as a senior, I know we got a ways to go, but any future plans yet, or still working, or right now, what are you thinking?
I know I'm going to go to college.
Absolutely.
Somewhere, even
And continue playing, plans to continue playing? Absolutely, man. Can't wait to see you and keep having those rushing attacks and blocking people and knocking people off the ball like you do up front. And again, can't wait to see where this journey is going to go. It's exciting. And so we've got a lot of the season left. District plays coming up. So, man, we're going to get all of our things, get all of our players back, get our team back healthy and excited about our opportunities. So, all right. So how about favorite class, favorite teacher? Let's give a shout out to somebody at Greenville High School.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Jeffrey Warmath. I don't have him this year, but
yes,
my favorite teacher.
Mr. Warmath, shout out. Yes, great job with our kids up there. And so, what about then? Let's just talk about, I always like to give a shout out somewhere in Greenville. Where do y'all like to go, hang out, you and your boys, or your old linemen? Where do y'all like to go?
Well, first, we love to eat, so we usually always go to either IHOP or CC's.
Oh, where you can really get full right there. Shout out to both of those. I love those places. And, little kids can't block anybody, Drew. They sure cannot. What would we do right there? So we need some big old boys up there. And what a great job y'all did. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. And so, well, Drew, high fiver or fist bumper?
I say high five.
Definitely a high fiver, and I like both as well, so I didn't mean that to be a trick question right there, but I saw you put some thought into it, just like our linemen always do. You got to be smart up there, knowing who to block and all those things, but y'all keep doing that. And if y'all see Drew out with his linemen or his friends having a great time, you see the personality coming through, man, what another great kid up here that we're so proud of. You give this young man a high five.
This video has been brought to you by GEUS 34. GEUS is your community-owned provider for electric, internet, cable TV, and true local programming.